Criss, here we are, 4 hours before the walk down the red carpet, which is a black carpet. 5 hours before the curtain goes up. Mm-hmm. How you feeling?
I got to tell you, I'm very excited. I'm incredibly proud of what we're going to present, what we have been presenting, and tonight it's official.
The end of 15 years, the end of 2 years of prep, the end of 30 days of previews, and now this is it.
Yeah.
Do you think of it in those terms, or have you lost track of it all?
I got to be honest with you. Last night was the last preview performance, and that's where all the press, I think we had 250 press people here, and after that show we did an amazing performance. We're all so proud of it. And after that I cried like a baby because I felt like...
It's the first time you've cried.
Well, I've cried a lot.
Yeah, I know, but it's the first time since the show started.
Yeah, I just felt like it was such a, I just thought about my first visit here. I just thought about all of the work, all of the sacrifice, all of the naysayers, all of that just kind of culminated into this performance that, it wasn't even like it was me doing it. It was just surreal. And it just... I spent 15 years dreaming, and now I'm living the dream.
And that feeling must be euphoric.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. And, tonight's going to be amazing. I have family, friends, celebs that are going to watch both performances. And then we're going to have a crazy party. It's going to go to tomorrow. And I wish my pop was here. Yeah.
He'll be here.
Yeah.
I think he'll be here. I think also Harry Houdini will be here.
Yeah, well, it's Halloween, and it marks the death of Houdini's passing.
82nd anniversary.
1926, and Houdini was a pioneer. He touched people, and more than 80 years after his death, his name still is on. It's still synonymous with magic. People still talk about it. So he really accomplished what no one else in the world of magic has ever.
Some of the illusions, there are somewhere between 20 and 30 illusions in this show. Mm-hmm. Some of them, in a sense, pay tribute and homage to Houdini, yes?
Yes, it's probably closer to 30. And yes, I do the upside-down straitjacket, which Houdini really made famous. I perform it upside down over the audience with a surprise ending. And then I go into something that Houdini performed, which was invented prior to Houdini, but it was called the Metamorphosis. And Houdini used to perform it with his brother, and then when he got married with his wife, Bess. And the Metamorphosis, is one that I'm very proud of because I was performing it when I was 14 years old. And when I was 18, I kind of reinvented the method and how to present that without a curtain, completely in the open. And I have the fastest execution of the Metamorphosis. At least that's what I'm told by magicians.
Having seen the show now a couple of times, this is a grueling physical show. I mean, you've got split-second costume changes, you've got split-second illusions, and I think that maybe in a little way the people who've come to see it haven't given any of that thought in their observations of the show. They're interested in why is there not a steamroller crushing you to bits on the stage at the Luxor?
Well, this is not Criss Angel Mind Freak. This is Criss Angel Believe. Expect the unexpected. Magic is reborn in a whole different format. I really wanted to not do the safe thing. I really wanted to push my envelope as an artist and try to do things that haven't been done. I did that on television. It was very successful, but I can do more than that. I'm still fairly young, and I have my whole career ahead of me, and I want to show people what I'm capable of. And the illusions that are in this show, probably 85 to 90% of them have been on Mind Freak in some interpretation. So people get the opportunity to see them presented in a very different way in in the fabric of a storyline, and it looks effortless, but trust me, it took many, many years to make it look effortless. It's the most complicated, the most physically demanding, mentally demanding, emotionally demanding show that I know is out there for one person to perform. And I'm up for that task. I'm grateful for the opportunity. And each show, I make my promise to you that I will give 110% of me to do the very best show for you, because I never have the same audience in a room. And that's a very special thing if you think about it that way. And I want to give them the best experience, especially in these times when the economy is so tough and people don't have enough money to really go see a show or two. And if they pick my show, well, I want it to be the best show for them.
With all the running around on stage, twice a night now,
Yeah.
twice a night now.
7 and 10.
And 4,600 shows to go.
Don't remind me.
It's like good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is you've got the deal. The bad news is you have to do it 4,600 times.
You know, I look at it this way. A lot of people ask me, how are you going to do 4,600 shows? That's 10 years from now. I look at one show at a time. One show at a time, one audience at a time. This is live, you know. On television, you're shooting a show, you're shooting more than you need for a show, you edit it. This is live, and that's the exciting part for me, is that, you know, something can go wrong. Somebody in the audience could be a little bit different, or and I have to think on my feet, and that's really what I love about doing live. You get that instant gratification, or you know instantly that something's not working because the audience will let you know. And the energy, the love, the support, the excitement that the energy exudes, it just makes it all worthwhile. And I'm excited about doing each and every performance.
Do you have a favourite yet of your own that you look forward? Does that happen? That you can look forward to doing something at a particular moment of the show that you say, "Gee whiz" yourself when you've pulled it off? Is there a moment?
I think
walking down.
Yeah, they're all they're all like my children. A lot of people ask me that, Robin, you know, what illusion do you like best? And the truth of the matter is, they're all basically my children. It's hard to pick one over the other, but I love when there's a new piece in the show, because it's fresh and it's like, oh, is it going to work? Is it not going to work? Or how am I going to deal with that? Or, you know, and the ending with my Vanish has just been, I did it, I think two times so far. And it's just absolutely killed, because people think it's the end. The cast took their bows, it's the encore. And then I'm like, you want to see one more? And then they just see me visibly vanish the exact same way that I did on my second season of Mind Freak, which people thought, oh, that's CGI, that can't be done. That's exactly why I picked that illusion, because everything I do on Mind Freak is done live, except we're shooting it on the streets or in different environments. But I wanted to actually perform it live for the audience, because, you know, I knew it would blow their mind, and it has. Both times I've done it, and I think it will continue to blow people's minds.
For those people who are watching and listening to this now, we refer to magic as being inside boxes and behind curtains, and that's what has traditionally been seen not only on the strip but also on television shows. Explain in your own words what it means to do magic where there is no curtain, where there is no box. That is totally different.
Yes, that's the incredibly challenging aspect of this show, and why it took me 15 years to develop and evolve some of these illusions. I mean, look, you can only do X amount of things in magic. You can make something vanish, you can make something appear, you can cut something, put it back together, you can levitate. But how do you do it in a way that people haven't seen it? How do you get rid of the box in cutting somebody in half and completely not only have it exposed, but have that person being me, without a shirt or their shirt open, without, you know, pants on, completely right there in the open, no cover, being cut in two pieces in impossible conditions. That was a question that took about 10 years to answer, and a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of sleepless nights. And you will see, and this is not meant to be a conceited statement, but a rather confident statement.